years.
9 years, okay? So they're working on almost a decade.
Yep.
Now, almost a decade ago, when the brand debuted, Amel, sidebar, off topic, but kind of a funny little food for fact, that Amel and I met at a doctor's office.
We did.
And she was getting ready to kick off this brand. And at the time, when the brand kicked off, the very first thing that they really kind of garnered a lot of attention for were their joggers, made out of a proprietary knit called Cozy Knit, which is cotton span and modal. Well, 5+ million pairs of those joggers later, that's how many we've sold. You stockpile them. Everyone owns more than one pair. They're the perfect jogger for reasons that Amel will explain. They went viral. It's crazy. And by the way, they're nice and affordable, okay? So then, since we knew the joggers were so popular, we thought, let's do a TSV, but let's not just bring joggers. Let's do a 2-pack, and let's make the second pair of pants in the 2-pack just a regular pair of like yoga pants, like long floor length, because though we love a jogger, it is a little pigeonholing to have just all straight up joggers.
Right.
When you get 2 pairs of pants for the price on your screen, and the end of the day is coming fast, and that's when that price will expire, $73 value. When you have 2 pairs of pants out of the same fabric, but in a different style, it's so much more versatile. So I'm gonna take you through the colors. Remember, we go up to 5X. Remember, in these we have regular, which is an inseam, petite and tall, that I will share with you because they're a little different, the numbers per pant.
Yes.
Okay, so down here, this is our black and the brand new Time set. 1,400 remain. Next up, eucalyptus and the charcoal gray set. Again, the jogger is hanging in front. The full length pant is hanging in back. So then in this next set, this is our navy jogger, coffee bean, full length pant. 250 remain, so that one's almost gone now too. Brand new today, I had to grab the wine. I just thought it was such a fresh color. So new wine, that's in the jogger, paired with a indigo, medium indigo, full length pant. These last two are really clever, because you know how much we all love black, and signature taupe is kind of like the second runner-up to the black in your brand. So you get a taupe set or a black set. Either which way you go, you get a pair of joggers and the full length pant. 900 remaining in the smoky taupe, 3,300 in the black. Do you want to explain the inseams? I sense,
sure.
I sense you can do it quicker and better than I can.
Okay, so starting with the original, when you're talking about the jogger, the inseam for the regular is 26.5, and then think in threes. So then your petite would be 23.5, and your tall would be 29.5. Same thing with the full length pant. The full length pant in the regular is 30 inches for the regular, 27 for the petite, and 33 for the tall.
Yes, I can confirm that went a lot faster and smoother than it would have had I done.
Well, thank you. Thank you.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so again, sizing, stay true to your AnyBody size, and if you have never shopped with us before, stay true to your QVC size. So if you, Susan Graver, Denim & Company, you're a size small with those brands, you'd be a small with us as well.
Okay, so now let's talk about it.
Now we could talk about it.
The joggers, the full length pant, I'm just doing some layering, don't mind me. Explain what you've done here, and maybe the best place to start is the fabric.
Yeah, let's start with the fabric. But can I just say off the top there, Sean, can I just say, because we've been here 9 years now, and as much as we have evolved as a brand, we brought you many categories, many fabrications, this still remains hands down my favorite item, not just in the collection, but when I'm standing in my closet, this is hands down the most used item in my closet. And it must be yours too, because like we said, 5.5 million pairs of joggers have been sold. So you love it just as much as I love it. And that's because of the fit and the fabric. So starting with the fabric, Cozy Knit. Now, cozy does not mean hot.
Correct.
Cozy means comfortable. This is a 4 seasons out of the year fabric. It's a cotton, 38% modal, and spandex blend that I often refer to as the Goldilocks, because it is not thin and flimsy and see-through, but it is not a sweatpant. It is not heavy. So yes, you are wearing it even when it's hot outside with your tank top and your flip-flops walking the boardwalk. Now, I often will refer to them as my pedicure pants because of what you see Sean doing right there. There's so much stretch in the cuff, so if you want to zhuzh them up, because again, you're not maybe a shorts lover and you're looking for an alternative, you can zhuzh these up. The key with our jogger and why I think they're so popular is the drape and the leg line you get here, unlike any other jogger. I've tried many. Not all are created equal. Look at the drape you get. Do you see, first of all, it's not clinging to the sides of the hips, the lower tummy, the rear. It kind of breaks away a little bit. But as you taper down, we've perfected the amount of volume that drapes over that cuff. So it just gives you a little bit sexy. It's really nice. It's very flattering. It's not too full. Some joggers can be very full, and I think that's why some of you shy away from it. And then, like I said, the cuff itself, a tremendous amount of stretch. So you can pull them up, you can keep them full length. But remember, it's supposed to hit ankle region. So if you're hearing those inseams and they're sounding a little shorter to you, that's intentional because it's meant to hit somewhere around the ankle bone.
All right, now it would be easy for us, $73 value. You at retail would obviously be paying a lot more per pant, but thanks to today's price, which means under 50 bucks for 2 pairs, that means each pair is $25 today. That's crazy for a fully fledged pair of pants, not to mention cotton and modal. Modal is money. We learned that from Kim Burrell, so we absolutely know that like the price on the screen is not representative of really what these would be priced at traditionally. You have, what is it, 8, 9, 3.5 hours-ish to grab the TSV price. Colors are the black, and we've had 38,000 ordered on the day, the smoky taupe, the brand new wine with the medium indigo, the navy with the coffee bean, the eucalyptus with the charcoal, and the black with the thyme. Now though it would be easy to give all the shine to the jogger.
Let's talk about the pant.
Let's.
So it's very similar. They both have the same waistband. You know and love us for how we construct our waistband, how they're sewn down in 3 places so that they don't twist and turn, they don't flip over when you're wearing them, they lay nice and flat. Both have the same waistband. They also have this, they both have pockets, it's the same fabric, it's the same drape until you get to the bottom. We gave you a different hemline. So we are calling it a straight leg, but I would say it's a fuller straight leg. It has a little bit more volume to it intentionally so that as you're walking, it just kind of has that like effortlessly chic look to it. So if you wanted to dress it up, you can, or you can keep it super casual. We thought that leg opening really gave you the versatility.
And you're gonna see the girls because obviously Pam and Ellen, you know, they're each rocking a pair from a set, the set. That would be the eucalyptus and the charcoal is one set. Pam stands at 5'9½", and so she's wearing hers in the eucalyptus in a 1X. And Pam, are you in the tall or the reg? She's in the regular inseam. So in the regular inseam pant, you're talking about a 30-inch inseam. Now Ellen is 5'10". She is wearing these in the charcoal that comes with the eucalyptus. Are you wearing them in the regular or in the tall? I have the tall. You have the tall on. I love how you inflected that. I have the tall on. I do have the tall. And the tall in the joggers is 29.5 inches. They are perfect. They are not see-through. They are not too skimpy thin. They don't pill when you wash them. They don't have a ton of fabric puddling at the bottom with the joggers, which sometimes looks really sloppy. The joggers don't have reflectors and crazy sports insignias because some joggers can and do because it's like you're running track.
Right.
So these, Mel will tell you all the stories of the places she's worn them. In fact, I wish I could just like take notes right now.
Right.
Because I mean, you pretty much wear these everywhere.
I do. Sean knows. I have a whole hashtag day in the life of the jogger pant on my Instagram and Facebook because from the moment I wake up, when it was, I know school's out, but during the school year, I get up and I get lunches and I get them on the bus in my jogger pant. If I have to come into work, I'm in my jogger pant. Then I have to run to the supermarket because anyone with teenagers knows you live in a supermarket. They eat, especially my son, because he's a runner, he eats constantly. So I'm in and out of the grocery store. Then if I have any energy left at the end of the day and my husband says, let's go grab dinner, I stay in them, especially the black, and I will wear a cute heel and add a blazer or a denim jacket. And now that same pant I had on at 6 a.m. is now the same pant that's taking me out to a nice dinner. I kid you not. And there has been many times I've fallen asleep in them because they're that comfortable and they're not hot. And I'm a hot sleeper and I don't get too hot in them.
No, and they have a little bit, I don't want to call it a silky hand, but they have almost like a cool to the touch, really smooth because of that modal. And I just got to tell you, if you don't know where to start, I personally would start with the black set because this will be workhorse USA. And then, you know, since this is a $73 value, and when you do the math, essentially what's happening for 24 hours today is as a TSV, you're getting 2 pairs of pants, but you're only buying one of them. That's the price is reflective of you getting a free pair of pants in this set. So I would start with the black personally, but with 39,000 ordered on the day and the price going up in exactly 3.5 hours, I would then venture into some of these sets that have mixed colors. Just because, like for instance, your coffee bean is so beautiful.
Yeah.
That time, that new color time and the new wine
Yeah.
are fantastic. And don't think you're not wearing these colors now. You are 1000% wearing these colors right now.
Oh yeah, I mean you're showing a perfect example.
Yeah.
You've got it on with white and taupe, which is very now. But then come fall, if you still want to keep wearing them, which I think you should, you can add a black top to it, or add a darker denim to it and make it fallish. But wine is a color that you can wear 4 seasons for sure.
And it looks great with pinks, like wine and blush
yes,
together is
yes.
really pretty. So can you explain to everyone also the ethos of your brand? Like, so yes, you started in joggers, 5.5 million pairs sold, almost 10 years ago the brand started. But what was the idea then, and what remains the idea in terms of who you guys are?
Sure. Well, when we first started, we really wanted to bring you a brand that was all about real life dressing, right? We wanted you to live your real life in our pieces, always be rooted in comfort, but have a level of sophistication. So when you step out the door, you look really polished. But as we've evolved through the years, there were many times where I would wear some of my own dresses or my own denim jackets, my own blazers, and we would get so many requests, and we thought, why not branch out and bring you those pieces, bring you a broader selection so that we can take you from the office out to dinner. You know, I used to say take you from the sofa to the store. Now I say we can take you from the office out to dinner. We really are a full lifestyle brand, but we will always be rooted in comfort.
I mean, it's just, if you wanted to ever try QVC for the first time and you hadn't, and you were skeptical about home shopping and you were unsure about just this brand you've never heard of, this is 100% where you should start with AnyBody. They have a ton of cute things. The dress that we had at the top of the show is absolutely darling. But if you want to get the immediate quick take on what this brand is all about, the fabrics, the fit, and just the usefulness of these silhouettes in your wardrobe, you get a pair of their joggers. In this case, because of the TSV price, this pair of joggers right now comes with a free pair of full-length pants, which can you remind everybody about the inseams and the colors?
Sure. So the inseam on the jogger, we'll start with the regular. That's 26.5, and then quickest way to think of it is think of it in threes. So 23.5 for the petite, 26.5 for the regular, 29.5 for the tall. For the full-length pant, the regular is 30 inches, 33 inches for the tall, and 27 inches for the petite.
How many pairs of these joggers do you own?
Jane Tracy asked me to count, and one time I did, and I was over 35 pairs last I checked. So now I used to have 2 drawers. Now I have 2 drawers and like a little cubby. And I don't know what I'm doing with them all, but I can't bear to throw them away because they're still in great condition.
Well, that's the crazy thing. When something is this affordable, you assume that in exchange for getting a price down to a certain place, that they're going to really not stand the test of time, that they will fade, they will pale, you know, over time, maybe even like shrink, and they just will not hold up. And yet nothing could be further from the truth.
Right.
And so you're choosing either the brand new Time in joggers with a pair of free black full-length pants, 1,100 remaining in that set, or the charcoal gray joggers with a pair of free eucalyptus full-length pants, or the navy joggers with a free pair of coffee bean pants, 200 remain here, the brand new wine joggers that come with a free pair of medium indigo pants, 1,800 remain there. And then the last 2 sets are the same color. Smoky taupe, a pair of joggers that come with a free pair of pants, 800 left there, and the black. And we have 2,800 in that set. $73 total value. We go up to size 5X. We've had how many in this show? Tony, we've had 2,000 ordered in the show here tonight. We're getting close to 40,000 on the day. I'm trying to think how many pairs I have, and I could never match your 30 plus.
Yeah.
But I will say I have fallen asleep in mine. And there was a time where it was exclusively the only thing I would wear to come into work.
Yes.
And in winter, it just meant that I put them on with Ugg boots.
With Ugg boots.
Or in summer, I put them on with flip-flops.
Yeah.
Like, it's just, so yes, we all have stories like that.
We do. I mean, I'm telling you, just thinking about the airport, for example,